Let the games begin.
Good evening, everybody. You made it. We're here. Sportsheads Friday night on the Shuley Network. Uh-oh, Andrew's still messing with his work. He lost his mic right before the show. What's going on, bro? Happy Friday, everybody. You have made it. Sportsheads Friday night here on the Shuley Network. Let's check on our boy Andrew and see how he's doing. How you doing, bro?
Can you still hear me okay?
I can hear you. Where's your mic? Show everybody where your mic is. What's going on?
It's hanging.
It's hanging?
Dang
Hanging
on.
like you?
Yep.
I thought you were going to do it, rock it like kind of Elvis style. I thought you were going to do a handheld thing for the whole show. Do some Tom Jones or some shit, some old shit. All right, bro. Look, you got the light of the Lord shining on you. Look at you. You look wonderful, bro. You got the bright white light. Oh, there's the microphone. There it is. How's it going, bro? How's your week been?
Well, good.
Good.
Might have a UTI.
Oh, that doesn't sound like anything good, bro. UTI. Oh, there it is right there. Tell us how you got that, Andrew. How'd you find out you got a UTI, bro? What's going on?
Went to the doctor today because it freaking hurts like fuck when I pee.
Pissing razor blades, huh? And they say you might have a UTI? Wow.
Yeah.
So they give you antibiotics? They give you anything for it?
Don't know.
Don't know yet? Well, I know you've had kind of a busy week. Andrew has he has his own channel. It's called No Filter with Andrew and Friends with Bobby, Nick, and Scott. And you had like an interesting interview during the week, didn't you, Andrew?
Yes, I did.
Tell everybody who you had on there.
She's also a friend of the Shuley Network, I think.
Yeah, I've seen her in the chats before. Tell everybody her name, because
Dirty
they would know.
Dalish.
Dirty Dalish, yeah. So Andrew, if you ever want to see Andrew's other stuff, go to see No Filter Andrew and Friends on YouTube, and you can see him interview Dirty Dalish and all the stuff that Andrew's up to during the week. Well, why don't we bring our West Coast correspondent in, co-host? Let's bring in Bone Loads out from the West Coast. What's up, bro?
Hey,
What's going on, man? How you doing? Looking good?
We got some
wow.
NBA,
Yeah.
big NBA news.
We do. We got some NBA stuff. We're going to cover.
Nice.
We're going to cover the Bucks coach getting fired. We're going to cover some NBA playoffs. We'll have
I
Bone
saw
Loads
that
and.
coming. I saw that coming.
You saw that coming?
Yeah.
What else we got tonight, Andrew? Tell everybody what else we got tonight. We got a couple of stories we're going to feature.
We got what else we got?
You're the sports director. Come on, you're the sports head. We're going to talk about Jackson Mahomes. We're going to talk about the Randall Cobb getting signed for Brett Favre. We got a lot of stuff going on. NFL, we got wrestling, we got basketball, we got it all covered for you.
No,
But let's bring in
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. I did it again. My old faux pas.
Favre Rodgers. Yeah, it's easy.
At least somebody else has done it. I'm not the only one that does it.
Also, let's break out a tidbit right off the bat. Your boy, Lamar Jackson, biggest signing bonus in NFL history, I think.
Yeah, they finally got that done on draft day.
72.5 million.
Wow.
Signing bonus.
Just for signing,
just
putting his name on the dotted line. That's amazing, ain't it, Bones?
Yeah.
Somebody give me that much money to sign my name on a piece of paper, right?
Seriously.
That's cool.
He can
we got
never
a couple
play
more
ever
friends.
again, and he's good for $70 million. Like, he could tear his ACL right now, and be good.
If he manages it right. I mean, there's a lot of horror stories from the past about these young men coming in the NFL, getting these big contracts and blowing them, kind of MC Hammer style. So hopefully he's got some good financial advisors, and he does the right thing with that. But let's bring in more of our friends. Let's bring in another co-host and friend and panelist. and crazy dude. Let's bring in Scott Fitzpatrick, the prop master. What's up, Scott? Oh, he's got the food. What's up, Scott? How you doing today, bro?
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
I know they don't have I got some that worm the worm eating episode went over so well that I wanted to try something similar. So I got several types of dog food.
Oh my goodness, bro. You are such a trooper.
Yeah, you're committed, man.
And you said I got to protect you from yourself, right? Look, Scott's got a brand new camera. He's got a brand new computer. He's not even using his green screen, and my man's still having issues. Stephen C says, "What's up, Scotty? What's up, Andy? How's everybody doing tonight?
Man,
glad y'all here with us. We'll get Scott back in here ASAP. Oh,
there we go.
There he is. No matter how much high tech we give this man, none of it works. So look, he's got the old boy there. He's got a selection of cat food, and he's always saying, "Hey, BF." He's like, "I'll eat worms. I'll eat cat food. I'll do that." And I'm like, bro, you really don't have to do this. So I don't know, man. But maybe if you get some super chat motivation, maybe we'll see how many spoonfuls of this you can put down. After the show a couple weeks, after the show we did a couple weeks ago, you actually got sick backstage. So we'll have to see if 2 times, yeah, at least, right? That's what we saw on camera. Look, he's got the spoon and he's ready. I don't know, bro, but that's a trooper. That's Scott.
Yeah, I'm curious to find out if that's going to be easier for him to eat or harder.
I don't
lean on the easier side.
I've ate dried dog food before, but never many spoons. But I've never ate anything out of the can, and that seems like it'd be a little grosser. So I went.
Ooh, we're going for the gross factor. Hello, Tiff. Tiff says, "Hey, team. Good evening, Tiff. How you doing?" Welcome to all our friends, old and new. We're glad you're all here tonight. We got one more friend to bring in. Austin says, "LFG, let's fucking go indeed, bro." Austin. Seen you putting some of them songs out, his Friday night selections on Discord. What's up, Andrew?
Tom Brady might be walking from his 10-year, $375 million deal.
For what? What do you know, bro? What is Brady up to now?
He's walking from it.
He's going to walk from that much money. What do you walk toward? It's going to take a lot to get me to walk away from $350 million. What's he walking to, Andrew? What do you know, bro?
He doesn't. He's not feeling the broadcast booth.
Well, I guess he isn't. I think he's still in that adjustment phase. Last year he probably wasn't feeling retirement, and he came out of retirement within a matter of days. So this is going to be a long-term overall adjustment. But I can't believe that he or his agent or anyone involved in his life is going to let him walk away from $350 million. But crazier things have happened. We have one more cast member to bring in. She's our graphics goddess, and she's our chat moderator. She looks out for our friends. Let's say hello to Stormy. Let's bring her in. Stormy.
Hey.
Hi, Stormy. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. I see your dad's having technical difficulties anyway with the spinning wheel and all. You hooked him up with the cameras and everything, right?
I don't get it.
I know. Poor
Does she
Stormy.
want people to know that he's her dad?
Yeah, it's fine. But I tried it. I got on the computer hooked up. I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Stormy. She's our graphics goddess. She's not our graphics goddess. She's like the tech wizard for Scott and helps us out in a lot of ways. Helps Andrew out, and I'm glad you're here tonight, Stormy. Welcome. Well, I'm glad the crew is assembled. Go, Andrew.
By the way, sorry, I'm promoting my own show here.
Hey, no, it's all you, man.
Well,
shameless plug.
Well, we're here. I do have a shirt out for my own show. It is on Amazon.
That's right. We're kind of gradually putting all this stuff together, but you can go out and find like the Sportsheads shirt. You can go out and find Andrew's No Filter shirt and many other items. Stormy's kind of putting it all together because she is our graphics goddess for all of us and all of our shows, and she's kind of putting it all together. So we'll be providing that information soon where you can get all of that stuff.
Yep.
Hey, Stormy, what's going on in the chat? Any of our regular friends showed up? Why don't you check it out? And thank you for putting that up, Stut Joe. There you go. So there's the Sportshead shirt. We gave our boy Jake out one. Shout out, Jake. Come in multiple colors. There's also a female ladies cut if you desire. And pretty soon through these Amazon links, you'll also be able to find like the No Filter shirt and the weird stuff that they do on the weekend, all the other stuff there too. But I see Tiff is checked in, Stormy. I see our friend My Lost Interest is checked in.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, Sportshead. Hey, My Lost Interest. There's our friend.
Yeah.
Excellent. Lost. Yeah, I see Justice here. Stephen Bull. All of our friends. I see Jack the Tripper. What's up? Picnic. Error. Problem in chair, not in computer. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Well, we got the crowds assembled, Andrew. So you ready to get the show started, bro?
Yeah.
All right, where are we going?
What do you want to do first?
We're going to go to the hopper. Let's go. Let's start this shit off. All right, we're going to start off with our first story, Andrew. Hey, what about the Pittsburgh Pirates being the first team in the National League to win 20 games? Tell everybody about that.
I was like, holy fuck, are we? I sent you guys a message in
our messengers. Yeah, you sent us the message about it in our box.
The
hopper.
The fuck is going on? What a difference a year makes.
Yeah, the Pirates, and they're still one of the lowest payrolls in baseball, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're 20 games, but I was surprised to see that they got to 20 games because all the rage in the beginning of the season was Tampa Bay. How are they doing, Andrew? They have like 26 wins, right? They have single-digit losses.
Yeah, it's sick.
It is sick. So Tampa and Pittsburgh,
they might not be in Tampa Bay that much longer.
Yeah.
Producer Rand?
Got my mouse. Hey, Andrew. I see a lot of people like, for example, my Baltimore Orioles are 20-9, and everybody's making a big deal about their record early on. What do you think about records early on in this season? Do you think we should be getting excited and paying attention to winning or losing records?
No.
I agree, bro.
Because they're probably going to fall into last place like they did every other year. They're going to go on a 10-game losing streak, a 20-game losing streak, or whatever, what have you. It ain't going to last that long.
I agree. I really think you can't make anything of Major League Baseball records until we get to the All-Star break. What do you think about this, Bone Loads? You think it's too early to be analyzing and making too much of your team's record in baseball?
To a certain extent, yeah. I think it's okay to jump on if you're on a roll, or if you're just sucking to be like, hey, what's going on? Like, let's snap out of it. But if you're kind of middle of the pack and just hanging around, there's not too many things you can be too upset about because, like you said, it's way too early. I do have a question for Andrew. Didn't the Brewers start like 12-4? Shouldn't they be the first team to 20 wins? What's going on? Are you guys on a slide? Do you have more to tell us about that? Because they passed you up in the standings, apparently.
4-game losing streak right now.
Oof. That's no fun, huh?
So that allowed the Pirates to slip by them. My Los Angeles 199. I saw an actual Baltimore Oriole today. My Los Angeles 199. Thank you, bro. I'm wearing my actual Baltimore Oriole shirt. My little Cooperstown collection, little Eddie Murray special right here. I'm not going to turn all the way around.
Sweet.
33 Eddie Murray. My daughter got it for me. Yep. Rocking that for base. Feeling the baseball today. Yeah, I love Eddie Murray. He was one of my dudes back in the day.
Yeah, I love that team, that Baltimore team.
As I said in the open, I'm playing hurt tonight. So
you're playing hurt tonight? With your UTI or your microphone? Or both?
Both.
Yeah.
You look like you need some sunglasses.
Yeah, no, he has the light. I said he's got the glow on him, doesn't he, Stormy? Andrew's in the Central Time Zone, so he still got the sun. Literally got the sun going down on him.
I just found out that
Turn your
guys
head
can get
off.
a UTI. I never knew about that.
Scott said, "Turn your head off."
What was that about?
What?
All right, Scott's got that whole collection of food right there. I don't know how much we're going to get in you tonight, Scott. Though, I'll have to see what the super chatters think about that. How much they want to encourage you to throw up or not. All right, Andrew. And Boneloads, I think we talked about this story in the chat too. You sent me the story about Bryce Harper, Boneloads. Why don't you take this one, Boneloads, and tell everybody what's going on with Bryce Harper? He's coming back
from Tommy John, which we have discussed if you're a fan of the show from before Shuli Network. I believe we covered this subject of Tommy John surgery in detail, what it entails. So, yes, Bryce Harper, he came back after roughly 170 something days, 180 days. What is that, a half a year? He came back from Tommy John surgery. It
says the typical rehab timetable for position players is 9 to 12 months, and he did it in a much shorter period than that.
That's true. Yeah. So I mean, not only he got Tommy John surgery. Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
What is that attributed to?
In a good way.
Wolverine healing powers, essentially. Scott.
Yeah, Scott, that's kind of the short answer, is that the doctor said it's kind of, for lack of a better word, like a miracle. He applies himself to his rehab in such a way, and I guess his health is good enough that it was a good match, and it's allowed him to recover faster than anyone else has before. And I like what Boneload said in our private chat. Boneload, you speculated there might be a reason why somebody like Harper can come back earlier compared to other people to get Tommy John. Why is that?
Because he's a position player as opposed to a pitcher.
Yeah, I thought that was a real good observation on your part, Bones, is that a lot of times you hear this Tommy John surgery associated with the ligament replacement for pitchers, and their arm takes a lot more, and it probably takes a lot longer, you can imagine, to get it back up to where it needs to be to pitch every day. But when you're just a fielder or position guy, it doesn't take as long. So, unprecedented amount of time Bryce Harper's back. And Stut Joe said in the comments that Bryce Harper is a freak. So I think his doctors agree with you. There it is right there, yes.
Totally.
In our next story, it's a follow-up story about Bryce Harper, and this has to do with some other things that we were talking about in the time limits of the games. And in this next article, you'll see that it says in Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred, who is the commissioner, they denied the Phillies' request to allow Bryce Harper extra time to put an elbow brace on the bases. So in light of wanting to make the games faster, he wants time to put a sliding brace on. And they're not. He asked for an allowance, so they're not exactly allowing him a time. So, what do you guys think about this in light of the new rules and a guy playing injured?
Bullshit.
You think it's bullshit, Andrew? Speak on it, bro. What do you think? What's your take on this?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Because he wants to play and wants to protect himself, and they're not giving him extra, probably 30 seconds to 2 minutes to put a fucking brace on. That's fucking ridiculous.
I agree, but I wish you wouldn't hold back and tell us what you really think. All right. Yeah, so that's the issue. And wanting to speed up games, they went and appealed and asked the commissioner, hey, this guy, you obviously know he's coming back from an injury. Can we get like an extra beat or a couple extra seconds? And they were like, no. Their conclusion was he can wear whatever brace he wants, but he has to do it in the time allowed. But they also did go on to say in the article that a lot of times with these new rules, they are rigid at first, and they will find that something like this is going to force them to adjust. But another rule that another exception to the rule came up, Andrew. They have a problem with celebrations. When a new guy is coming back to his old city, they might want to take an extra minute and take a bow. And I've heard stories of guys that are getting a strike applied to them because they stepped out of the batter's box. What do you think about that? In managing the game.
That is bull. I don't like that either. I do not. There's gotta be special circumstances here. I don't like that at all.
Well, I've heard in light of this Bryce Harper thing, and in light of the player being penalized, a strike for stepping out of box during a celebration, Major League Baseball has now adjusted their rules, and they will allow you to ask for a special exception. Like if a guy is coming, they say, this guy's coming in, can we get an extra minute? But you have to ask for it in advance. So this is just how we're discovering during the season how these new rules aren't going to fit perfectly, and there's still going to be an adjustment period and all this. So I just thought that was an interesting combination of stories with Bryce Harper healing and wearing the brace. My loss interest, $199. I wear a sliding brace in the bedroom. No shame to his game. My loss interest, $199. Thanks. Oh, and another one, my loss interest, $199. Brewers on slow brew. No worries, Andrew. Yeah, they're on the slow brew. They're just percolating a little bit. They'll heat up by the end of the year. And my loss interest hitting us again, bro. Thank you. My loss interest, $199. Fun fact, Tommy John makes great underwear. My loss interest, $199 times 3. Oh, times 4.
Yeah.
I'm doing, thank you. Even better. Well, then, all right, we could encourage him higher dollar amounts if you're drunk then. Let's see. My loss interest, $199. Thank you, bro, for all your support, financially and otherwise. Awesome. All right. In this next story that Andrew gave me, Andrew submitted this in the Hopper. Andrew, tell everybody about the Chicago Cubs, and they are breaking a precedent for all of Major League Baseball and something they're going to be doing in their partnership. Tell everybody about it.
CBD. Chicago Cubs will be the first ever team to allow CBD in the drinks.
That's right. So as the headline says, Andrew sent me that, Chicago Cubs will be the first major league team to sell CBD and drinks in their stadium. And I thought that in their stadium line got my attention. So I did go out and do some research because at first they were just saying it was like a advertising partnership. And I wasn't really sure if you were going to be picturing people actually drinking them in the stadium. But if we can go to the next article, the next element, the A part of this, it says Cubs sign the first CBD sponsorship with Mind, MYND. Thank you. And it does say the Cubs are the first MLB team with a CBD sponsorship and will be the first to sell CBD products at their ballpark through a new deal with Mind Drinks. Chicago-based Mind hopes to be selling its hemp-based beverages at Wrigley Field to 21 over consumers as soon as today, as this article, through the Levy restaurants, Wrigley Field's concessions. It goes on to say that fans at Wrigley Field will not be able to miss the new sponsorship as Mind will have on-field branding along with first and third base lines, along with a sign in the left field and in-game features, social and digital, including and a meditation content series. I'll finish the paragraph. It says, with the amount of inventory, it figures to be a large deal. With the interest, will be interesting to see if it catalyzes others across Major League Baseball. So this is kind of unprecedented, Bones. What do you think about that, bro? CBD in Major League Baseball parks.
Oh, I love it. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
CBD helps
So
me
is
that's
that
the-
so
Okay,
much.
but
But they won't let me have a vape pen with me.
Oh, you can get one in. That's what I was just going to say. That's actually funny because that was the next thing I was going to touch on. In all 30 MLB ballparks, you can find THC vape pen. Vape pen
I think Andrew's talking
smoked.
specifically about in his place.
Oh, yeah. But no, you can definitely, THC vape pens are definitely prevalent. Or did I say that right?
Yep.
And
Relevant,
all,
like Sal.
yeah,
Relevant.
I know. He's got me so messed up on how to say that.
They just have CBD products there at that ballpark.
Yeah.
Say that again, Stormy.
Yes.
Just CBD products at the ballpark.
Yeah.
I'm thinking so for now. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's just, but I think it's kind of unprecedented. It's a hemp-based, it's got cannabinoids in it, and it's supposed to help people kind of relax and just like another way of healing. So go ahead, Scott. Your turn, bro. Andrew, give him a chance. Go, Scott.
So are they going to start growing something other than ivy on that wall?
Ah, very good. Yeah, man. Yeah. Seventh inning stretch going to have a whole new meaning.
That would be
Austin.
really cool.
Got to be high to watch that team. Am I right? Thanks, Austin. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. CBD, question mark, yawn. Call me back when it's infused with the good stuff. Yeah. Stud Joe's waiting for the full program. Well, baby steps, Stud Joe, baby steps, bro.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting, I mean, you're seeing this more and more every day in the NFL. You're seeing how they've loosened up and gambling, and they're making entries into Las Vegas and into legalized gambling, and now all of these sports leagues are making their way into hemp. Before you know it, it's going to be like Andrew's Green Bay Packer weed or something like that.
Weed field.
Right? That's going to be the next thing, Bones. You're right.
WWE is even getting into the betting game.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, anywhere where there's green to be made on green, then people are going to be in it. Yeah, you got some of those senators that kind of left abruptly and all of a sudden joined these boards of executives of some of these cannabis companies, and also they saw the profit coming. So Major League Baseball is cashing in, and it's their turn, I guess. So that'll be interesting to see when you go to a ballpark. You can get a Bud or a Bud Light, or you can get a little CBD action there. All right.
Yeah, it's cool. I dig it. Totally.
Did you notice something?
What's up, bro?
Sitting up straighter.
Nice.
I noticed on your feed earlier when I caught you live earlier, Andrew, you're looking good, bro. You're looking good. Sitting up straight. You're still kind of in the podcast protection program because we can't exactly see your whole face, but I like what we can see, bro.
Yeah.
Because
No, that's cool.
they adjusted my chair about 4 inches forward. And
Robin would say 4 inches is fine. Right? Cool.
And
See? Proof right there. 4 inches is fine, right, Andrew?
Rule of thumb.
it was enough to
So you moved it up 4 inches?
so my back was up against the seat.
You're looking good, bro. You're looking good.
The second contraption.
You're looking
right there,
erect, and you're
people-
sitting up straight too.
What is that? Is that part of his like his?
That's his whole mic assembly, spit guard, witness protection protection program thing. Oh, what? He got the spit guard out of the way.
He's like the guy from Grandma's
Andrew's having enough
Boy,
issues. I wasn't
JP.
gonna. He's already
Don't
has an
mess
unmounted
with
mic.
it,
I
dude.
wasn't gonna push it.
Don't
The
do it.
problem,
That's what, right? See, Scott knows. Don't mess with shit technically during the show, right?
the
Shit's working, don't mess with
The
Oh,
back
tips it.
Serious.
wasn't keeping my back in place. The
neck.
backrest
Your back, your crack.
He like presses a button on it and nukes are launched at Pakistan or something.
All right, Andrew. I talk about this story you sent me about the Mexico City series. Tell everybody what the series was about because I didn't see it initially. So get everybody up to speed on this Mexico series, bro.
they need to move the walls back or something because you might have
For baseball, right? Not the country. Sorry. Let's clarify real quick.
Clip it.
So what's the deal with the dog food? Like, what do you have to do to eat it? Like, what's the
We need some super chat motivation.
like
Hey, Scott. What's it going to take to get one of those cans cracked open? I don't know.
Sorry, Andrew, before I rudely interrupted you.
What do you
I
think,
just figured
Scott?
out
A $5
myself.
super chat? $5, $10?
but
Sure, yeah, you got to at least pay for the can.
You gotta pay for the can. There you go. So we can hook us up with some super chat. We'd appreciate the super chat love. You're watching the Sports Heads. Our boy Andrew's about to tell us about this Mexico City series from Major League Baseball, Andrew.
I believe the dimensions were 330. And
That was the deepest part of the park, 330.
Whoa.
like on right in left field. It was
No,
like
yeah, that kind of makes
330
sense.
and 337. I think it was barely 400.
Yeah. All right, so we'll catch people up. Apparently, last weekend, the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres participated in a Major League Baseball series, a 3-game series, I believe it was, in Mexico City, and they called it the Mexico City Series. Hey, Bone Loads, being a Padres fan, did you follow any of this, bro?
Yes, I was so happy. Like all we needed was a trip to Mexico to save our season. We were just playing like crap, and then just out of nowhere we exploded for 16 runs. So we're all on board. We loved it.
And your Padres ended up sweeping the series, right?
Yep.
They
it was
took
really
the whole
cool.
series. Yes. So in
Yeah.
an effort to spread Major League Baseball to other parts of the world, they played the series in Mexico City, and the Padres ended up sweeping. And you see the results right there.
Speaking of Mexico, it
Yes.
is Cinco de Mayo Day.
Hey! You see Perry? Perry got his mustache drawn on today, and he was wearing like his sombrero and wearing all kind of stuff. They had Perry all decked out. You can check out Perry. If you didn't check him out today, it's coming up. Pottstown, PA, May 13th, people. Live Uncle Rico, Perry Calavero, live in the flesh. If he makes it, fingers crossed. He quits and refuses about 10 times or at least a show, but check that out. May 13th. Go to ShuliNetwork.com and get your tickets. Let's all meet out there. Perry Caravello. All right. Let's see. My loss interest, $199. No, Scott. No. My loss interest, $199.
I don't have to do this. It was just an idea, just for the show, just for entertainment, just for you guys.
I know, bro. We appreciate you.
You can probably crack open one of those little ones, like a little fancy feast. Those look
Well, let's wait.
Oh, let's wait. Fancy feet.
Okay.
Let's wait till you work up a little appetite here while we go on to our next element.
Smell's the worst part. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You think? All right, Andrew. Oh, crack it. What does it say? Joe says crack it open and give it a smell. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe get a close up on that. We'll get Scott to crack one open and see if he can even get past the smell of it, much less the taste of it.
You want to go for a country stew, maybe?
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh my god.
Country stew. Oh, crack it. Oh,
Ew.
oh look at that. Oh, would you eat it,
It looks-
people?
I
Those
smell
are
it
cute.
instantly. I smell
Would
it
you? I
instantly.
bet you do. I can smell it through the screen.
I don't have like dog's breath.
All right. Uh-oh. My lost interest has got one. I'm going to put my glasses on and get my translator out for this one. What's this one, Scott?
Ooh, it stinks.
El pescado está en la cocina. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I got a little close on that. My lost interest, $1.99.
Now, we're only selling spoon dips here, a full, healthy spoon.
Spoon dip? Well, yeah, the more they want, maybe the more they pay. The more they want to see to eat, the more they pay. Let's see. We'll have to see. RC, I see somebody calling him RC Cola saying, "Oh God, Scott, don't eat it." What's up, RC Cola? RC Cola.
RC.
Hope I don't get worms.
I'm just going to check in with Sean real quick. Sean says, "I just went to Jake Hudson's channel and it says that his channel has been terminated due to multiple severe violations of nudity and sexual content." Oh my goodness.
No way.
100% horse meat.
That's what happened to those horses.
I did start reading the ingredients in some of these, but I stopped because.
Yeah. Something you rather not know, right? Just gotta hold your nose and close it. Tiff's $2. Andrew, what do you order at a Mexican restaurant? Tiff, $2. Thank you, Tiff. What do you order, Andrew? I heard you were talking about eating Qdoba just today, weren't you?
No.
What did you eat today?
We couldn't do it because we were single staffs.
I hate when that happens. All right, well then answer Tiff's question otherwise. When you order Mexican, what do you like, senor? What do you like? You like empanadas, tacos, quesadillas? What's that?
Burrito bowl.
A burrito bowl. There you go. The good old burrito bowl. The burrito bowl. All right, there you go, Tiff. Fox 5. $1.99. Got caught up. I'm here. Fox 5. Thank you, our friend Fox 5. Welcome. Happy Friday. You're here with our friends at Sportsheads. Let's see. What do we got us here? My messenger says Jake was hacked. Joe says, "What doesn't Bobby have a drop for?" I guess I got them all. Let's see. Aha. Let's see. It was horrifying. Jake streamed tips in.
No.
Our boy Jake. We hope you're all right out there, Jake. Doing good.
Jakey.
All right, Andrew. Well, your boy Aaron Rodgers has moved on, and now they're securing their quarterback, Jordan Love. Tell everybody what the Packers did with Jordan Love.
Jordan Love signed a 23 point. What was it?
It's a $22.5 million there, Andrew. You missed it by $1 million. He signed a 1-year contract extension worth up to $22.5 million, and he got $13.5 million fully guaranteed for the source. So, with Aaron Rodgers moving on, they locked him in. What do you think about that, Andrew? You're the Packers guy.
For what? 2 years?
Well, it says 1-year contract extension. I doesn't say what was already remaining, bro. But I imagine he had to at least have a year, so he's probably good for the next 2 to 3 years or so.
Yeah, they tacked on an extra year. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. You can't unsee that. You can't unsee that. Tiff says Burrito Bowl is a good call. Yeah, so Jordan Love, that's the future. Now that Aaron Rodgers has moved on, we're going to see how this all works out. We're going to see if he is the cure for the Jets getting a championship.
Jake lost his channel.
That's what they're saying in the chat, bro. That's what they're saying in the chat. We'll
what do you think about Jordan Love, though? Them re-upping him, is that cool? Like a sign of confidence that they gave him? Do you feel optimistic about the Packers?
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a good one.
And what he only still has? What's that got? That young. He only has that one wide receiver to throw to, right? Who was the one? Watson, right? Yeah, Christian Watson or something. He's like their most tenured receiver at this point.
They drafted 2 tight ends and a good wide receiver, though.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Scott.
Everybody likes a good tight end. Brian Clutter, our friend. Hello, everybody. What's up, Brian Clutter? Thanks for checking in, bro. You got here just in time to see if Scott may or may not eat some food, depending on how much super chat motivation we can get it. We'll have to see. Yeah, I see Stutcho says he deleted his Discord earlier today as well. Yeah, Jake's been going through it. He's been having a rough time. He's been busy in the podcast game, and it's kind of getting to him. So shout out to our boy Jake. We love you, bro. All right. Hope you're doing well. All right, Andrew. In our next football story, talk about Randall Cobb, where he signed and what that means.
Randall Cobb reunites with Aaron Rodgers. So it's Aaron Rodgers East or Green Bay East.
Green Bay East. That's right. That's right. Same difference. Aaron Rodgers or Green Bay East. I agree, dude, that it's just like they're moving all the Packers over to the Jets. So that's a pretty good target for him because them two have a chemistry together. You think that's going to put a good combination, Andrew?
Yep. Have been for years.
Yeah. How about you, Bonos? What do you think about this with Cobb? He's been getting around the last couple of years, but he does seem to shine with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. It's he has a friend with him in New Orleans, or not New Orleans. Why I say New Orleans? In New York that he knows well. So it's some familiarity, then kind of go through this journey together. He has a buddy to call, someone in the locker room to hang with. I like the move. And like you said, someone that they know each other, someone he trusts.
Mm-hmm.
Totally good move. And good for just Rodgers in general. So are you going to be watching them, Andrew? Are you going to be like a closet Jets fan, seeing what Rodgers and Cobb are going to be doing?
As long as Rodgers is there, how could I not be?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's like Rivers going to the Colts. I was the biggest Colts fan that year, dude.
Our friend in the gallery, Scott, has a question. Go ahead, Scott.
Doesn't it give you kind of vibes like whenever Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay? Doesn't it give you kind of them vibes that they're trying to follow that kind of pattern?
Totally.
Yeah, yes, very much similar there in that they're bringing an established guy in who has a track record of winning and success. So that's very much the same. And they're bringing in guys that make him comfortable, security blanket, like they brought Gronk in for Brady. So that's a good comparison. So yeah, they are trying. It does seem like they're trying to duplicate that work model. Go ahead, Andrew.
What do you guys think about the? Did you do research on a couple of draft picks they got?
No, I didn't, Andrew. What are you talking? Let's see. Our friend Fox 5 says $1.99. Andrew, who's the best up and coming quarterback? Fox 5 $1.99. What do you think there, Andrew? Best up and comer?
Richardson from the Colts.
Richardson that just got drafted. There you go. That'll be fun to see. A lot of people thought he would go number 1. He ended up going number 4 to the Colts. So we'll have to see. I'm seeing a super chat. Got my Sportsheads shirt today. Brian Clauder, you are excellent, bro. $10. And I think $10 gets you a scoop of food, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
I don't know.
Thanks, Brian.
You think,
I
Scott?
thought they had to be specific. Okay.
You thought they had to make a request?
Okay, I got super chat now. I don't know. You gonna play any music or anything?
We got that hype train close. We got the
Meow 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 meow.
Hang on, guys. I gotta see this.
You definitely do got to see this.
Okay, wait till Andrew's ready, Scotty.
When you're ready.
What the hell is that? No, that's not.
All I wanted to do is eat some
Oh no.
No, that's not it. That's an old hit of Scott.
Yeah, that was a classic.
That's a classic.
You ready, Andrew?
Yeah.
Get his face.
Ooh, that's a heaping helping of that stuff right there. Oh, here we go, Andrew. $10 super chat. How many more Scott going to put in? Is he going to get this one in? Oh, there it is.
Oh, God.
How is it?
Can't talk. He only barks now. He's like, nope. Nope. Oh.
Would you say it's better or worse than the worms?
I got a little bit more. Wow, it's like shit in my mouth.
Oh. That's not helping.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is. He powered it down.
think Scott's been promoted to executive producer after that.
Oh my gosh.
The prop master and stunt coordinator. That's our trooper, Scott Fitzpatrick. He'll do anything. Look at that, Andrew. He loves you and the sports head so much, he'll do anything for the show, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That dude is a trooper. Don't projectile vomit. Oh, we got projectile vomit. Come with it.
I got it.
He got it. All right. Let's go back to Fox 5, please. That's that first one, please. Fox 5, $4.99. Andrew, who is the best outside the NFL coach position and why? Outside the NFL, I guess they meant. Who's the next up-and-coming coach?
No. Outside of New England, you mean?
Oh, maybe. Okay.
I'm biased. Matt LaFleur was pretty good. But
Matt LaFleur was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Scott. Scott got his proper bib on. So that's a catch the puke now, right? In case you throw up now.
That was so much worse than I thought. It turned into instant dog shit in my mouth.
Oh God. Well, I think you're encouraging the wrong kind of thing. I don't know if $2 is going to do it. $2. Brian Clutter going to make Scott eat that whole can tonight. Brian Clutter, $2. Woo, boy. I warned Scott of this. You know, Scott's always like, "Hey, BF, I do crazy stuff. I can do this." And I'm like, "Bro, do you really want to do this?" I said they might make you encourage them to eat you a whole can. So I warned you, bro.
Another one.
I warned you, bro.
A different flavor or the same?
Well, you can ask the people, but I would mix it up a little bit, especially if you knew that one. It's a little drink.
Yeah, I don't
you gotta find one
Get
that
some cat food. Yeah.
find one that pleases your palate a little more.
I'm kind of scared of the cat food. What about a bacon cheeseburger?
Well, cats are picky eaters compared to dogs.
Bacon
Dogs will eat anything.
cheeseburger.
Cats are like,
That'd be good because I've always been curious about this, Scott. When I see these things that are like modeled after human food, I don't have the courage to try it myself, but we need to know. We need some super chats to find out, does bacon cheeseburger actually taste like human bacon cheeseburger? We're going to find out. We're going to keep the show rolling, though.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, Andrew.
Do I eat now?
yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe wait like another. Yeah.
Yeah, let's give yourself a little break. That was a little, give yourself time.
Yep.
Stormy is so proud. Yes, she is. Can't you see her glowing? She's beaming with pride. Let's try the cat food next. I'm just like, yeah, let's go.
I think Andrew's proud, and he's literally glowing. Oh, that's worse.
Wow. Did that look like anything bacon or cheeseburger?
Jalapenos, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Our sequel says your stomach hates you. Stuff Joe just put up of that last one. That looks fucking vile.
Yeah.
I tend to agree.
Instant dog shit in my mouth. That's all.
Yeah, you figured it was going to take a while to go through your body before it actually turned into actual shit. You didn't expect it to turn into shit in your mouth. But all right, bro. Well, Scott's our trooper. That's what we love him. We love you all here, and that's why we're here every Friday night on the Shuley Network, on the Sports Heads. We're just a bunch of fans. We like to get together as friends and talk about our favorite sports stories from the past week and get together with you and do crazy shit and have fun. I see our friend Jake Hudson is in the chat saying, "Hey, guys. By the way, Jake, I see you. This is Jake Hudson.
Jake.
By the way. Oh, yeah, wash it down with some honeycomb there. Hopefully, yeah. By the way. No,
Jake,
that's mine and Scott's favorite song.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Time.
Hey, buddy.
There goes Scott. Oh, a little bit. Got a little, by the way. All right, let me see. My Los Entries at the $1.99 super chat right there. We appreciate the super chat love on the Sports Heads here tonight. Let's check that out.
Thanks, Lost.
He's trying to cancel Brian's out.
My $1.99 super chats cancel Brian. Undo Scott. My Los Entries $1.99. Yeah, he's drunk chatting $2 at a time. We gotta get you to drunk chat at higher intervals, and then we can see if you can motivate Scott to either stop or keep going. It's all up to you, people. It's your show, and that's why we're here.
Oh, that's
nice
worse. Guy. Much worse. Oh.
Oh, the cheeseburger. Does it? Let's see if we got to see if we appreciate the super chat love, but we really want some motivation for Scott. You can see what he goes through to eat this stuff. So at least hook our brother up with a super chat, and he'll let you know how close to actual bacon cheeseburger that nastiness tastes right there.
I guess that's a piece of bacon. I guess
looks
that's
rough to me.
The lid.
Oh, let's see.
This one doesn't look good.
Okay,
It's way better.
He
This one
loves
smells
it.
much better.
Oh, here's an appropriately worded question. Fox 5 199. Who is the first coach? I'm not going to say fist. Who is the first coach to be canned this year and why? Fox 5 199.
Ooh.
Baseball?
Houston. Oh, that's a good question. Houston football. We're talking about a little bit of everything. Well, I think we were talking about football, but I'll let them clarify. Thanks, Fox 5.
Okay. Yeah, football. Okay.
Let's go around the table.
I'm wondering if Houston. I'm suspicious about D'Amico Ryans in Houston. He was a former player of Houston Texans. He went to be a defensive assistant with the 49ers. Now he's back as the head coach, and I'm curious if that's enough experience to translate. So I'm going to say D'Amico Ryans. I'm thinking they're still going to have a hard time there in Houston with a new quarterback and everything. That's my selection there, Andrew. What do you got, Bones? Any coach that you think might not make it through the year?
I'm going to say, I mean, it all depends on how they start, but I'm thinking Cleveland, whoever's coaching there is probably on a short leash. So if they start bad, they're probably going to can them. And any teams with really high expectations, Chargers could be one of them. If Staley starts off 1-4 or something, that might be, his job. So, the Eagles, another team, so basically any teams with any teams that underperform high expectations.
LaFleur might be out.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. If he starts off like 0-4, 0-5, see you later.
There you go. We hope that satisfies you there, Fox 5. Andrew, talk about there's a trade that happened in the NFL with the running back from the Detroit Lions, DeAndre Swift. Tell everybody where he ended up, what went down.
One of the best Lions.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his too. He's a good player.
He said one of the best Lions. Okay, one of the best Lions. Yes, DeAndre, he was the running back, and he got traded. Go ahead.
Running back on one of the best running back on the Lions.
What happened to him, bro?
He got traded in the draft.
Yeah, because Detroit ended up drafting another running back, and so he was expendable. He was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles get a 7th round and a 4th round pick for him. So yeah, he was kind of has still more of an upside. And what do you think about him as a growing running back there, Boneloads?
Oh, I'm thrilled for the Eagles and for him. It's a great situation for him, so he's not going to be a bell cow, but he's going to get a lot of touches. I think Detroit was dumb for letting him go because he's a great young player. So I just love that man for the Eagles.
I think he's worth more than a 4th.
Oh, absolutely. That's a steal. I agree. I totally agree. That's a steal. And yeah, they're going to utilize him, in the passing game and the running game. And, the Eagles love to rely on the running game. So it's a great move for him.
Probably is a good move for his career. And you can tell that with Detroit starting over, they got a lot of young players. So maybe he just didn't fit with the growth pattern that's going on right now. Go ahead, bro.
Do you think they're going to pull the reins on Goff or let him run the team?
I don't know. Jared Goff, I mean, he's that guy. He came out like gangbusters. I had Jared Goff in my fantasy because dude was putting up numbers. But then for whatever reason, something got it. He went to a Super Bowl early in his career. For whatever reason, something got in his head or the league figured him out, and he's just not as effective as he used to be. He ended up getting straight up traded for Matt Stafford, who's probably not going to play now, but he got his Super Bowl out of it. But I think they're going to have to go with him a little bit longer, Andrew.
Yeah, I think he's the guy until he proves he's not the guy, basically. Yeah. He's inconsistent. He'll give you 1 point in fantasy one week and then 30 the next week. So he's got to figure it out. If they play more like they did it to finish the season, then he's the guy. If they play like they did to start the season last year, then he's going to be on his way out. But yeah, I think he is for now, like BF. I think he's the guy to roll with and until he proves otherwise.
Yeah.
He just finished really good last year.
Stud Joe says about DeAndre Swift that he will shine in Philly. I think me and Andrew kind of agree with you with that. They have such a diverse offense there, and their game, and they're still in contention. They still want to be in the mix. So I think he'll fit in that good mix of where they put backs in and out of there too. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm excited for him.
Bareback. Let's see. Stuck Joe also went on to said, I know which running back I'm targeting in fantasy. Oh, there you go.
Right.
Already thinking about fantasy already. Yep. You always gotta be thinking about that extra guy that nobody else is thinking about to either make him your guy or put him on your bench, Stuck Joe. So that's good. I might put that in my memory bank too there. Keep an eye out for him. All right, Andrew. It's let's see, we got one more. We have one more football story until we move on to wrestling. My Lost Andrew's favorite story.
Yeah.
Andrew, let's get into I think Bone Loads. I think, Andrew, we all kind of saw this story happen, this Jackson Mahomes arrest. We covered this on Sportsheads about a month ago, and we showed the actual videotape, Andrew. Go ahead, brother.
That dude deserves to be in prison.
Damn.
Dude deserves to be in prison, huh? Yeah, so I didn't bother pulling the video again, but there was video that we played here on the Sportsheads about, like I said, approximately a month ago, where Jackson Mahomes was caught on some security camera, basically overhandling a woman and kissing her and forcing himself on her. Go ahead, Andrew.
Sexual deviant. He deserves to be on the sexual sex offenders list.
Yeah, if we remember the tape, he kissed her. They were in an intimate office situation. Apparently, some confrontation went down in the club or this restaurant where he was. He was escorted into this area to kind of calm things down. And while he was in there, apparently he sexually assaulted this female manager, not once but twice on the tape that we showed. And only months later now are they actually pressing charges against Patrick Mahomes' brother, Jackson Mahomes, arrested and charged with aggravated sexual battery based on that story about him forcibly kissing someone that we covered here on the Sportsheads a couple months ago. So that's kind of creepy. What do you think about that there, Scott? Kind of creepy, huh?
I think the thing that surprises me the most about it is that it was. Yes, Andrew?
What does he get if charged?
We'll see.
He gets a cellmate named Bubba that's going to do the same thing to him. That's what he gets.
And I think it's a collection of things. It's not just this incident. He's been going around causing trouble, basically being a menace in the Kansas City nightclub for, well over a few years now. So I think this is really them setting an example like, hey, you can't do whatever you want. You can't go around acting like this. You got to stop being a freaking menace to society, essentially, with, so it's I think they're setting an example. This isn't just this incident. It's a collection of incidents over time that have piled up.
Because he's a tool. Hey, Scott, I thought you had a comment on that until Andrew stopped you. What do you got, bro?
Yeah, I think the thing that surprised me most, or the most interesting thing out of all this, was that it was a female. Because I've seen some of his TikTok videos. I'm surprised that it's a female that he crashed.
Well, yeah, he tried so hard to prove he's not gay that he got a case. That's what a lot of people
Is that what he did?
I don't know what I was getting at. I don't know what it was looking like. That's I remember that video. It's kind of what it looked like, an awkward person.
I bet you that he gets some of those pled down and he gets probation and fines, and that's it.
You really think so, Stormy? That's kind of what you see happen in a lot of these sexual assault, because it was basically just like aggressive kissing, and it's terrible. It's a terrible violation of this woman's personal rights and everything. But I probably, based on what we see happen a lot in law enforcement, I think you're probably right. It's terrible that something like this that's so gross and aggressive is going to kind of have to be basically bargained down, right?
Yep.
If you seen that guy over there TikToking in the corner, though, would you invite him down to the basement with you? If he's over there TikToking. He's over there TikTok in the corner and say,
Hey, let's see what Stutcho says. Stutcho says that Andrew, give Jackson a quick lesson on how to treat a woman right. Yeah, Andrew, if you were in there in that room with that lady and you wanted to kiss her, how would you do it? Hey, baby.
First ask.
All right.
And then
hey, baby. You want to make out of something? Yeah.
Let me back up.
Okay.
Bust a few moves.
Bust a few moves? Well, he probably will. He was like, yeah, my brother's famous, man. You know you want to make out with me. You know I'm sexy, girl. Come on, kiss me.
He's got a show on the Shooting Network.
That's what's even worse is that his brother, he's married and he has his high school sweetheart as his wife. But here he's the star and he's not even out there acting like an asshole like that. So it's terrible that when men go out there and act entitled like this and accost women like this. But it's even worse and more douchier when you have nothing going for you and you're doing it on the back of your brother's accomplishment. What a D-bag. So let's hope what he got coming to him. Let's see.
Yeah,
let's see. Brian Clark.
He's out there acting like he's throwing the touchdown.
Right, exactly, Bones. Right. The people that are out there that actually have the notoriety, that have done something to achieve it, aren't acting like as big of an asshole as he is. So the guy's just a douche nozzle. Brian Clutter says he's probably just going to get a little smack on the wrist. And my lost interest, he's got a different take. He says, "What's wrong with a little bit of aggressive kissing?" My lost interest.
I think when Lost was growing up, that wasn't the thing.
What's up? Let's see.
He's old is what I'm trying to say.
$5. We got a $5 one. What starting quarterback will get hurt first? Debbie Downer wants to know. There's a kiss for you. $5 for Tiff. Debbie Downer.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. What do you think, Andrew? What quarterback do you think is going to be most susceptible and probably get hurt first?
Does this mean I eat?
Yes, it does. Brian Clutter, $5. Woof, woof, Scott. Woof, woof, indeed. Thank you, Brian Clutter.
We're going to do the cheeseburger? We're going to do the cheeseburger? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And then we're going back in the chat real quick. Come on. Let's get a big, and we really need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. Does it taste like actual bacon cheeseburger? We need to know. Oh, here we go. Come on.
Oh.
Get a big old scoop it in there. I don't want to you.
Oh, God.
Tip said no. He's shaking his head before it got to his mouth. Like he knew it was a mistake before he got it there. Tip was like, no. He hypnotized. He's chewing it. Got it. Got to get it down. Make it count.
Oh, God.
Oh, look, he's got the mouth full. Does it? Look at Stormy. Stormy with the pride. If it doesn't taste like dog shit, it's a bonus. He's powering it down. Look at this. You can. He's like, swallow, dude. Oh.
Is it better?
He can't do it. You're allowed to have water. You're allowed to have water. Water's not cheating to me, bro.
Okay, well, but
yeah, you might need a little moisture there.
Okay, on here.
Don't choke yourself there, Scott. Oh my God. Fucking guys in the private chat are loving it. I love it. Look at Andrew. He's loving it too.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh my gosh.
I think some of the dogs are mad you stay on their food.
Next episode, we just have like a poisonous snake just bite them. We'll have venom on
yeah, boy. My lost interest is laughing. He's loving it. He's drunk and he's laughing. Okay. Andrew's loving it. We're all loving it. You're watching the Sportsheads. Bam. You're watching the Sportsheads. It's the crazy sports variety show every Friday here on the Shuley Network. Let's see. Tim says, Jesus, stop the sickness. In the name of Jesus. And all that is holy, stop eating that, son. What is wrong with you? Please. Let's see. I see Steph says he's saluting Ian Hawk. I saw you in there, Ian. I see you got past a little bit saying Bobby Fran and shouting out Andrew and Scott. We appreciate Ian Hawk. What's up, bro?
This doesn't taste like bacon cheeseburger at all.
Okay, that's the official report. See, that was always my suspicion because I'm like, look, we'll just put one anything. They're fucking dogs. They're never going to tell the humans anything. They're never going to know. It took somebody like Scott to really do investigative reporting.
That stuff that looks like chunks of meat dissolve. It just falls apart in your mouth. It's not really meat. It's some kind of. I don't know.
Andrew's doing his own throw up line.
Would you rather be eating worms?
Meat.
Yeah. What, yeah. How would you compare to the worms?
All right.
You know. I think
RC Cola says, I don't care. I don't know who is going to puke first, me or Scott. I don't know either, dude. RC Cola, what's up? And that's the challenge of the Sportshead. That's why we're here tonight. And that's why Scott's a trooper. All right, let's see.
You're my hero.
Party.
Scott.
I need one of Super Chats, $20.
I'd be proud to call you my dad any day.
Ooh, what
Are you
do
about to
I
take them out?
super chat for a taste test? What do you want to taste test? Scott has a whole selection there. I think if you just super chat $5, Scott will sample anything you like there, Ian. We got dog food. We have various selections of cat food. Scott just tried some lovely bacon cheeseburger that tastes absolutely nothing like bacon nor cheeseburger.
This is one time I'm glad your internet is lagging.
No shit. No shit.
The cat food that is
Fancy feast.
tuna and gravy.
Ew.
Fancy.
And the cat's cute.
When you
so it's
only
probably,
care to
like,
puke
good.
up the very best. Fancy feast.
Andrew's
see.
trying to pimp you out. $20 for 2 bites. I heard you.
Who said that?
Andrew.
Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
missed
man.
the offer. Andrew was throwing a $20 offer out there. I thought he was going to offer sexual favors or signing a shirt. What do you got for $20, Andrew? What are you offering to people? You offering Scott?
There's vegetables and sauce.
Oh, Ian.
Oh,
Yes.
shit, Ian. Hey, Scott, we got our special request. Ian Hawk, $9.99. Can I see a cat and dog fighting? Ian Hawk, $9.99.
Wait a minute. Does that mean put 1 spoonful of each in my mouth?
That's the way I'm taking it there, bro. He wants to see the cat and the dog food fighting each other in your mouth. That's right. Let's see. Brian Clauder. Meanwhile, Brian Clauder says happy Cinco de Mayo, Scotty.
Do the tender turkey feast.
Ooh, getting fancy, are we?
Sweet.
Oh, gosh.
I like what Brian said. Brian Clauder said that was a great idea until he had to do it. Yeah, Brian, I know. Scott's such a trooper, and he's like, hey, BF, I'm willing to do all this kind of crazy shit for Sportsheads because I don't care. I'll eat anything. And I'm like, bro, you really don't have to do this, but you see my man, he loves to step to the challenge, and we appreciate him for doing it. And you're right, Brian, it was a good idea.
Oh, no. Yuck.
It was a good, on paper, it was a good idea. On paper. Oh, we have the dog and the cat mixed.
Well, so I'll
Oh, he's excited for this.
take a fair spoonful of each to equal one.
Well, you can make a nice little
Yes.
dog and cat food cocktail, and I'm sure it'll please Ian. Ian is jumping around his house in excitement right now. that looks like Scott. He has the fake meats. Oh my God, Scott has puppy breath now.
A little bit of vegetables.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, he's mixing it up. The
He doesn't
smell
even
in
have
that
a
room, and the pet food too. That's right. Smells like ass and pet food in there. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Um,
It's disgusting.
so I like Stormy is like contemplating her life, like, oh man, what am I doing here? What am I doing?
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is for Ian Hawk.
I'm going to chew
For
this
$9.99.
and I'm going to power it down.
The doggy and the cat food fighting cocktail.
Oh, Ian.
Hey-oh, Ian Hawk, there you go. You get your money's worth here on the Sportsheads. $9.99. There's the reaction. That's the only proper reaction. Ryan Clauder says, you nasty bastard. I agree. Yes, he has allowed water. I don't think water is a cheat at all because he's a man for even trying this.
Give him a beer, for Christ's
Is it
sake.
$5 a bite? Basically, Ian, and you just got 2 of them right there.
I don't know.
Chase, that was
Ryan
a
Clauder has
cocktail.
more puke emojis than.
No more of this one.
Uh-oh, we have a rejection.
Oh.
No more fan. What do you have? What don't you like? The fancy feast?
Yuck.
Let me see what we got. This is the one that Scott will never recommend for humans. Fancy feast. Tender turkey feast for kittens. Blah, no. All right. My lost interest says there's nothing fancy about that feast. And Andrew says, what in the hell is going on with my show? Let's see.
Dogs are getting treated better than cats.
We are learning so much here on the Sports Head tonight.
Extremely
It's
educational.
taking a minute to get this one down.
Why does my dog always want to eat the cat food then?
I'm going to get it.
Mm.
I'm doing it.
Do you have
Damn.
anything to drink? Like, should we get you? Can we get you a beverage? Or?
For pussies.
Ian Hawk says, haha, I am so giddy right now. There we go.
Yeah.
And Stutcho says, a fine pate. A fine pate indeed.
Oh, God.
He's literally jumping around his house. Excitement, Ian said. Ian says, get it. Let's see. What's up, Mars? Mars, hello, Mars. Welcome. This is the Sports Heads, what you walked into. It's the crazy fan sports variety show on the Shuli Network. Where Scott will eat just about anything for $5.
I got it.
He got it. Scott is the trooper. There you go. The dog and the cat fighting in Scott's mouth and bowels later on this evening.
Cat food's bad.
Todd Pemper. Now that's worth the salary. Ian Hawk, I love you, Scott. I'm so happy right now, Ian Hawk says. All right, dude. Well, it's worth it, bro. You're creating happiness out there, and you're generating some super chats there, Scott. We appreciate you. Give him an 8-ball shot for shots.
Right.
Tiff says, let's see. Mars became a YouTube member. Well, welcome, Mars. Welcome to the Shuli Network family. Hello. Let's see.
I'm not sure.
My Lost Interest says, Stormy, give your dad a kiss.
No.
Brian says, Coors, Boomer. He's got some emojis going there. Tiff, DoorDash some Listerine and some Pepto to that man. I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Hold it down.
More than I can do.
2 cookies for it right out. Says, hold it down, Scott. And Stud Joe is happy. Scott, you'll be happy to know this. He says, we've doubled our viewers since Scott started eating that dog food. See? That's the Sports Head Trooper. That's why Scott's here. That's why we're here. We're here to have fun with you guys. What the hell was that? Scott's Hemorrhoids is saying, you got a quote from Scott's Hemorrhoids. What the hell was that? Shit. Oh, my God, literally. Let's see.
Oh, man.
You're like our Carrot Top.
Whether it be worms, dog food, cat food, Scott is the trooper. All right, we're here. We got so caught up in that, we got stuck on the Jackson Mahomes story. Let's get to our next thing on the Sports Head because we're having a great time. And this will be great just in time for My Lost Interest because he loves wrestling stories. So this was a good story in that in the Baltimore area, we have a young entrepreneur who is on the autism spectrum. He has started his own company where he's selling these seasoned pretzels around in the area. It's becoming quite popular in the Baltimore, Maryland, D.C. area. So much so that the AEW wrestlers caught wind of this, and they were in town for Dynamite, which I attended the other night, AEW Wrestling. But the night before, on Tuesday, they decided to surprise this young entrepreneur at our local establishment called Jimmy's Seafood here, who sells quite good crab cakes that you can get shipped all around the country. But if you can go ahead and roll that tweet video right there, and you'll see these wrestlers. It's Britt Barrett and Adam Cole, baby, met up with this young entrepreneur here in Baltimore. Go ahead and roll that, please. Of course, we're having good old buffering issues.
Stand by.
So they surprised this young entrepreneur. He didn't know these guys were coming.
And check this out. We brought you the story of Marcus Moore, an Annapolis man who launched his own pretzel company last year. Moore, who is on the autism spectrum, makes his snacks himself. He does it all.
Oh, he does. After the business, More Crunch made a big impression at Jimmy's famous seafood draft party, and the owners, John and Tony Minidakis, invited him back tonight for a cooking segment. But what Moore didn't know was that some of his favorite AEW wrestlers were stopping by to surprise him with some free tickets. He's a big fan, and AEW Dynamite going to be live from CFG Bank Arena tomorrow night. As the owner said, it is nice to be nice.
He is so successful.
That's cool. That's a good story right there. You can stop it right there. Thank you very much. What do you think about that story, Andrew?
There is good people in this world, folks.
There is good people. And, you know, My Lost Interest, he has a lot of fun razzing us about being wrestling fans and all. And we know we appreciate wrestling for what it is. But we also like to feature some of the more human side, the actual real stuff. So I thought that was a good story to share with everybody since we like wrestling here. Thought that turned in good. All right, Andrew, you sent me this next thing about John Cena, this next Instagram video. Tell us about this. Tell us who's he talking about.
Stu, the cameraman.
So God, if you can roll that, please. Yeah, he's honoring Stu, the cameraman. Are you familiar with Stu?
Stu, how are you? All right, Stu, it's going to be a little weird out there. All right? Stu, man! It's been cool. I almost Stroke your hand. That's another word. Stu. It wouldn't be WrestleMania without you.
So that's cool. That's our boy John Cena. So what did you like about that, Andrew, that you sent that to me? Tell everybody what you like about that.
That he shows some love to the cameraman, the production, that he's not all about him fucking himself. He's about everybody in the production, everybody, the boys and girls in the back, the boys and girls on the set. He's giving a shout out during the entrance.
Cool. Yep, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Like, you'll hardly see that.
So that's good. Andrew provided me that clip, and I knew that's why he wanted the show, because he's showing that John Cena is kind of like a down-to-earth guy, and he acknowledges the people behind the scenes that kind of he knows that responsible for making him look good. I thought that was a neat little clip too. Hey, Andrew, tell everybody about this next this wrestling clip. These two guys got together, and they're going to do a remake of a match. Tell everybody while he rolls this what match that they're simulating right here.
Actually, a segment.
You could roll that, please. Tell everybody what it's from. So that he's got the beard on. So who's he supposed to be with the beard? Right. So these are just basically some wrestling fans that are recreating a scene that happened during a recent WrestleMania or a recent wrestling match.
The Royal Rumble.
The Rumble right before that, yeah.
Can you tell what scene it is?
Yeah, this is the scene where he turns on the bloodline, right? Sami Zayn hits him in the back with the chair, right? Right.
Brother.
So one more time. Yeah, these guys are having a little a viral fun. They're duplicating a scene from the Royal Rumble that any wrestling fan Andrew and I are familiar with. He's supposed to be Sami Zayn with the red beard around his neck. And they're going along with the actual audio, and they're reenacting the scene. And in the scene, this guy with the red beard, Sami Zayn, turns on Roman Reigns and hits him in the back with a chair. So that's what they're doing here. So they're just you kind of have to be a deep wrestling fan to get that one. But there you go. Andrew shared that with me, so we're sharing it with you. There you go. That's it. Lost. That's our wrestling. Ian Hawk. Uh-oh. Scott, he gave you a little time to rest. But Ian Hawk just stepped up with $4.99 and he says, meow. Thank you, Ian Hawk. Now you can choose another brand. You don't have to choose that Fancy Feast. Do you have a different Fancy Feast variety?
This one, I guess.
Let's see how fancy this one is. Come on.
Which one's that?
Let's do this shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Tuna. What did they say? Tuna fillet in gravy? Tuna feast in gravy grilled. Okay.
Are you filling up? Do you feel like kind of full?
We got a hype train. Come on. We need a cat food, dog food hype train. Come on, Stacho. We got that hype train. Come on. We need a hype train. We need some hype music. Do 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 do.
$20 for Scott to eat the whole can at once. $20 for
Brian.
Scott.
He's making Andrew's cat writing more checks that Scott has to cash with his mouth. Let's see. 2 cookies for right now says those fingers though. Brian Clauder says he is so regretting this. Joe had a vote for tuna feast and gravy. What do we have here? Let's say, all right, near Timpani, let's go. Hold on. Here you go for $4.99. It's the cat's meow. Hey-oh! Look at that bone loads. Bone loads up. I like how he gives you the proof. I chewed it, Andrew. He has that same pleasant look. We could just do a still shot of Andrew. He looks the same every time. How you doing? How you making it there, Scott? Let's see.
You know what? The one I was most scared of is the best one.
Oh, see, you never know. You thought bacon cheeseburger was going to be all that. You thought the one Fancy Feast was going to be good. I'm glad you found a selection that pleases you.
It doesn't look like tuna, but it tastes like tuna.
Really?
There you go. And there you go for your. Oh, wait a minute. He chugged it. That wasn't a part of any. That wasn't part of any plan. He really does like that shit. Oh my God.
No, because I dropped some in my mouth and I don't want to cheat.
Oh, he went beyond cheating. He's letting you know he's all down with this. Tracy says, I'm gagging for you.
That was not bad, guys.
Justice says, what is this? You know what this is, Justin. You watch enough of Andrew. You've seen the Sports Heads. It's the Sports Heads every Friday here on the Shuley Network. We're just a bunch of knucklehead fans who like to get together, talk about our favorite sports stories, do funny shit, and hang with y'all and have a bunch of fun. And that's what we're doing. I think we're fitting the bill tonight. Tiff says, how did we get here? We often ask ourselves that question, Tiff. Yeah. Somebody's like, I contemplate that all the time. I'm sure she'll be reassured to know next time she rushes a computer over that this is what her father will be doing with this. Like, I need to rush this computer over to my father so he can eat cat and dog food on air. Somebody takes care of all the important details. Yeah. Brian Clauder, WTF. WTF indeed, dude. Okay, let's see. Where are we at in our wrestling story? We did Cena. What we got here? Oh, we did the remake. All right. Let's move on to some hockey. Let's do that then. Let's talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs. You watching any of this, Bone Loads?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's been good. I have an article in here about Joe Pavelski. Yeah, easier for me to say. Who, for the Dallas Stars, who scored 4 goals by himself the other night. But before we, there you go. You can go on that. Thank you. Yes, this man right here, the Dallas Stars, the other night, they ended up losing 5-4. But one player, he became the oldest player in NHL history to score 4 goals in an NHL playoff game. And if you roll this will be the last one, which is basically a stick tap that came off kind of like wrist, waist high. Go ahead and roll that, please, Joe.
Hakanpää with speed, looking for Pavelski. Score!
How crazy is that? 4 goals.
4 goals. I mean, there are teams that don't score 4 goals in a game, Bone Loads, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. He's just skating in front of the net. Look at this. I mean, he was everywhere he needed to be that night. This guy is just coming back off of an injury. Look, the defender got the stick down, but look at this luck. I mean, when you got the horseshoe up your ass, look at that. An amazing goal. Look at this pass.
Yes. Off like the deflection. That's got to be extremely difficult, you know?
The defender even got a stick on it, and the puck still came his way. I thought that was a really cool play. So that just goes to show you because earlier in this game, anything can happen during these playoffs because 3 games were scored in a 52-second time period in the first period. Bono, did you see any of that?
This game right here?
Yes. At the beginning of this game,
Stars.
3 goals were scored in 52 seconds.
That's insane.
It's insane. And then he goes on to get a hat trick is where they all throw, which they probably shown here. The video might have passed it, but they throw the hats in when you get a hat trick. 3 goals is considered like a hat trick. It's an old magician's term. Like, oh, Christ, he's doing so much. He's just doing hat tricks. And as a salute or an honor, the fans will literally throw their caps onto the ice. So that happened. He went beyond 3. He got 4 goals. He's the oldest player to ever achieve that in a Stanley Cup playoff. Look at that. Off of the stick, mid-height, because you're not allowed to raise your stick in order to push a goal in. So it was just perfect height, right at his waist. Pretty awesome. So if you guys haven't checked that in yet, check out some of the NHL playoffs going on this weekend. I know our boy Bob Levy, Red Bob Levy, shout out, bro. I know you're a big hockey fan as well as I am. Let's see. Brian Clauder, I know he's the big hockey fan, and he says scoring 3 times is a hat trick. Scoring 3 consecutive goals is a natural hat trick. That's a good point, Brian, because how often does a guy score 3, much less score 3, when nobody else scored 1 in between? So that's a good point, man. That's very rare. It's a natural. 2 cookies for a write out, $1.99, a super sticker. Thank you, 2 cookies for a write out. We appreciate you being here on the Shuley Network watching the Sports Heads tonight. And My Lost Interest says, finally, a sport that's not fake. Tiff above that says, my Kraken. The Kraken, I assume you mean the hockey team and not anything else. My neckin', my backin', my Kraken. At any rate, the Kraken, NHL expansion team, and they managed to come along and knock out the former defending NHL Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche, in the first round of the playoffs. So they're an effective hocky team. How Bonos?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The Boston Bruins got knocked out by the
Yes.
Yeah, and they broke records this year. They were
Yes, the Boston
President's
Bruins had like the
Trophy.
best overall record in NHL. They won the President's Cup, which ends up being kind of a bad omen because you normally get second place or worse when you end up being like these teams that dominate during the year don't often do well in the Stanley Cup playoffs for whatever reason. That's just been the tradition. And so the tradition continues. Let's say
big letdown for them for sure. Yeah,
it was. I mean, they had a historic season, and I think some guys
just like the Bucks.
Just like the Milwaukee Bucks, which we're going to get to in our basketball segment.
You can't catch a break, can you, Andrew?
Thanks to contribute to your Hopper this next week.
What's he got there, show me? What's that?
In the super chat, that Joe, he says he's going to contribute to the show next week.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah? Nice. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Matthew Zizzo says, I love going to Bridgeport Islanders games hockey. It's great. Cool, Bridgeport Islanders. I assume that's a minor league team. Was that IHL or AHL? We used to have an AHL team around here years ago that I enjoyed going to, Matt. Let's see. Stud Joe, we need F1 coverage. I'm submitting something for the Hopper next week. Well, that's what it's all about, Stud Joe. This is our show. This is your show. This is our show, bro. So if you want to bring some F1 and spit it, you're more than welcome to. And I even thought we need to get the big boss man, Shuli Agar himself on here because we're not like the biggest football guys, but I know that the boss man likes some football. And I thought maybe he needs to come on here every now and then and maybe educate us sports heads on some football that he knows and likes. So we like to mix it up like that. And we also invited Brian Clauder on here to talk about hockey. We would love to do that. Stud Joe says the Miami Grand Prix is this weekend. Awesome, bro. That's cool.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. They had F1 in Miami. That's going to be a big deal.
I see that My Lost Interest concurs with Stut Joe. He says, me too, Stut Joe. Also, Tiff. All right, then we'll get that F1 coverage in here for you. Like to do. Let's see.
Sweet.
The Checo only 6 points behind Max in the championship. Well, we're going to have you come on next week, and you're going to do a segment, Stut Joe. You're going to bring us all up, because I'm more of a NASCAR guy. I appreciate F1 and all that Indy racing, but I'm not in tune to it like you seem like you are. But I would love that, bro. Let's see. 2 cookies for a write out. My luxury bros are into the F1. Sounds cool. All right. My Lost Interest says, did you see the rebadged Miami Red Bull car? Now you're going to get all like racing geeky in the chat. Do you see the Miami Red Bull car? Be like us getting geeky about wrestling, Lost. Come on, man. I say. I like what Justice says. Justice says, is Scott having a rough day? How you doing, Scott? That's a good point. How are you feeling? Let's check in with Scott's stomach.
I'm not feeling very funny.
You sure look funny.
Yeah. You don't have to be. This is funny enough.
I'm listening to you guys talking. I can't think of shit to say.
Oh boy, when you're like catatonic like that, where you've done something to yourself, and you're like, I don't know where the hell I am right now. I can't think for shit. All right, let's see. Scott, hang in there, brother. We'll get through the end of the show with you. We'll see if you throw up backstage. We'll have to record it maybe for the people. That'd be like some bonus content. Sean Riggle says minor league baseball is rad because Rich Evans likes it. Okay, that's cool. I like some minor league baseball myself. We have the Bowie Bay Sox around here. I go check that out. Stud Joe Depot, my lost interest. No, but I'm about to check it out. All right, they're talking about their F1. They're geeking out on that car still. Ellis, John Hudson says, liked and shared. Stud Joe has the perfect term. This is it. This is the state that Scott is in right now. Should put that one up, Stud Joe, after Jake's. He's catatonic. Cat. That's right. He's catatonic, people. Cat foodotonic. All right. Scott is the trooper. All right. Jeff says Alonzo. Adam has 2 hands, says, this is bad. This is bad. Yes, it is. But we have fun being bad there, Adam. We have fun at it. Some Sportshead bonus footage of Scott's bathroom. Uh-oh, Scott. People want to see the exit strategy that you have for this. That might be some bonus content. We'll have to start a Patreon, John. Him going in the bathroom.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, I'll be absent for that one.
Stormy's like, no. Let's go to Scott right now after the show. All right.
Sure.
Stud Joe says Alonzo going to be a problem down the stretch. That car is fast AF. All right, bro. Well, you're going to have to come and going to educate us a little more next week. But let's roll on what we got. We talked about Pavelski. We talked about the NHL. Let's move on to some NBA, and I'm going to turn this over to Andrew and Bone Loads because you talked about the Bucks coach being fired, Andrew. You go ahead with that, and I'll let you and Bones go on this NBA segment. Go ahead, bro.
I'm sad that they let him go.
So explain to everybody who he is and what happened and what the situation is.
Mike Budenholzer let go after losing a playoff series to the Heat after signing a 5-year deal at the end of the 2021 season.
Yeah, Bono. So we were sharing the story in the hopper because another story attached to this gentleman, an unfortunate thing happened earlier in the week, Bono. Let's go ahead and take this and then talk about the story that happened earlier in the week and then how it's led up to his firing or not. Go ahead, take this, Bono.
Yeah, it's just terrible timing, unfortunately. Mike Budenholzer's brother had died in a car accident during the playoffs, I think the week of the first round. So he had, he's dealing with the loss of his brother and then he loses his job. It's just bad timing. Like, yeah, should he have lost his job due to being the number 1 seed and losing to the 8 seed? Yeah. It just really, really, really sucks that it happened. His brother happened to die and then he gets fired after. I don't know how you handle that. Basketball wise, sure, he deserved to lose his job. And I don't know. The timing was horrible.
He's a great coach. He was great for the community. He was actually one of the guys I wanted to beat, but I never went to a game. He seemed like a very hospitable guy to the community. He didn't have a bad thing to say. So people talking shit that he never did anything for Milwaukee, something wrong with you.
Yeah, so Andrew's a big Milwaukee Bucks fan. He's from the Wisconsin area. Earlier in the week, the guy sent me the unfortunate story that this coach's brother had died during a playoff game in a car accident, and I thought that was terrible enough. And then we thrown stories in the hopper during the week. Bones or Andrew hit me with this story that unfortunately not only that happened, but after losing his brother, it turns around he gets fired. So, I mean, you talk about having bad weeks, so it's unfortunate, Andrew. But what do you think are the prospects for your Bucks moving forward? Who do you think their next coach is going to be?
I don't want to even think about that because for the last couple of years, all I can associate the Bucks with is Budenholzer. It's gonna be sad and weird as fuck.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to want that job, though, the opportunity to coach Giannis. So that's going to be a hot job. You guys are going to get somebody good. Yeah, unfortunately, he lost 4 out of the 5 years he was there were pretty much disappointments. They won the title the 1 year, but they basically underachieved 4 other years. So it sucks. It's bad timing. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate timing, but I know Andrew's a big Bucks fan, so he submitted that story. And so
people are happy about it, but it's like I'm a little sad, to be honest, because he deserved. Why didn't he just say, "I can't handle this," and have the assistant help out for a little bit of time?
Yeah, no, in our private chat, that's what you were talking about. You were hoping for like a smoother transition where it kind of like the system would take over and maybe it wouldn't be so abrupt or anything. But he's having what's Andrew's catchphrase? Which one, Brian? God, I see. Let's see. He's got you got this one.
Well, I mean, during the series, if Budenholzer couldn't handle it, why couldn't he be like, man, you take over? Like, no, I'm not bashing Budenholzer, but couldn't that have been a better idea than?
Yeah,
just canning him. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he should have taken some time away.
I see. I see my Los Angeles says he's moving along. Say, we'll take a walk with the wife. I see you lost. I also see we have a new friend in here named Adam Has Two Hands. Peace out. Wifey and I are going for a walk. What's up, bro? And Adam says, who's the Crip? I can call him that because I'm one too. I'm his biggest fan now. There you go, Adam. Well, welcome. The Crip, as you so eloquently put it, he's the head sports head. He is Andrew, the human sports ticker, and he's the reason we're here, bro. We get together here every Friday, and we spit sports because Andrew loves sports, and he spits it off the dome for you because he loves it. So we hope you're part of the family now, and you join us every week. And Scott, he just eats a bunch of shit to make us laugh and try to get some super chat, and we appreciate it.
You agree with me on that?
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people, when they lose a coach, there are better ways. You would like to see maybe like a smoother transition. And yeah, especially we had a lot of compassion for this guy because we already knew that he lost his brother in a car accident during the week.
He's a great coach.
Okay. Right. So on top of that, you think he's a great coach, but can you imagine being the guy that you know in the back of your mind, this man just lost a family member, and now I got to go tell him that I'm taking his job from him too. I mean, you talk about having a shitty week. So I don't know for whatever reason, but we wish all of them well. Let's see. All right. What we got
He's
here?
a great coach.
He's a good coach. That's good.
He lost in the playoffs, but look at his regular season.
Yeah, well, I saw that you guys wrote in the chat that there was a 1 and he lost to an 8 seed, right?
Yeah. They're saying he might go with Pop to San Antonio and be his understudy again because he's an up and comer from Greg Popovich, and he was like waiting in the wings, so he might actually go back and coach under Pop. We'll see how that goes.
Oh boy, did it stay down? My wife's grandmother used to say it's paid for. Keep it down. It's paid for. All right, let's see. Joe has a prediction. Next spoonful is a yak. Guaranteed, he says. We're going to see. Well, it's going to take a super chat, and it's going to take a hearty constitution out of our boy Scott Fitzpatrick to do that. But until then, let's roll on to our next story. Hey, Bone Loads, let's continue with the NBA playoffs, bro, and talk about what's going on. And while we put up the scoreboard, and we'll tell you the status of some of these series. What's catching your eye in this series? On these series,
Philly, James Harden, he was great. Game 1.
okay.
Played, vintage James Harden. So Philly and Boston tied at 1-1 going into Philly. That's huge.
And I'll give you a fresh update.
Yeah.
At halftime, the 76ers are trailing the Celtics 50-57 right now. Go ahead.
Oh, there's a game right now. Okay. Yeah, and then the Knicks are in heat. Okay,
By
then.
the way, shout out Grandpa.
Shout out, Grandpa.
I am a Celtics fan, so yeah.
You're a Celtics fan and a New England fan because your grandfather instilled that love of sports in you, right, Andrew?
When they're not playing the Bucks,
right? There's a caveat. So if they're not playing the Bucks, then the Celtics and the Boston teams are your teams, right? All right.
I have another team to fall back on.
Who's that?
One team shits the bed, which happened this season.
Who shit the bed?
Bucks.
The Bucks. Your Bucks shit the bed. Okay. Celtics and Bucks.
So now you're rooting for
all right, Bone Loads.
Celtics.
What else about the series? You got the West games, right? You got the Nuggets and the Suns, right?
Is that weird?
Yeah. And Nuggets and Suns, and then Lakers and Warriors, which awesome. The casual basketball fan is just loving that series. That's a huge series.
Is that weird?
Now I know you were a Clippers fan. Are you more of a Golden State guy, or are you a Lakers guy in this series?
Neither. I just want good basketball. I appreciate the greatness of both Steph and LeBron. So I'm just kind of a spectator. I'm not really pulling for anyone.
Cool. What do you got to say, Andrew? What do you have on that, brother?
Who's better, numbers wise, Curry or Ray Allen?
Curry.
Wow, that hesitation. Steph, you went right with Steph Curry. Okay.
Yeah, big Ray Allen fan. He was great, especially with Seattle and Milwaukee.
Curry or LeBron?
Oh, you said that so slick.
No, that was slick, wasn't it, Scott? Ooh.
LeBron for now because of
I love the mystery in your voice, Andrew. That was great, dude.
Yeah, LeBron's done it for longer, but Curry can pass him up. So I say LeBron now, but Curry has the potential to surpass him in career
Or
greatness.
LeBron.
If you ask me
Okay.
right now, I have to give the edge to LeBron. He's just done it for longer.
That brought me back.
Oh boy. All right.
With less
Let's
help,
see.
I guess you could say.
Our new friend Adam has two hands, says, all right, guys, have a good time. I got to go to dinner. I'll tune in next time for sure. Have a good one, Tracy. LOL. Thank you to our new friend Adam Two Hands. You're always welcome here. Sportsheads Shooting Network. And I've been holding it off. I've seen it in there, Scott.
I know I was too.
We've been holding it off for you, but we're finally to it, bro. Ryan Clauder says $5. Was that Scott's stomach growling?
Oh,
But if it wasn't, it will be now after this one.
Alexa,
I got one unopened can. You want me to try one or the unopened one or?
I don't know. Maybe you don't have to pay again, but you can send it. If type in a selection real quick. Ooh, we got Friskies. Ooh, we got Friskies. That looks like the pate. And Brian Clauder also reporting to us because he's a big hockey fan that the Devils versus Carolina is currently at 0-0. Thank you, Brian Clauder. We love it. We love all the sports heads here in the chat tonight.
Alexa, turn on
2 cookies and 4 right out. Why you hucking me about Shabbat? It's Shabbat. Why you hucking me?
We might as well try the one. We might as well try the.
Okay, might as well make a variety of this shit. Friskies. Ooh, we're getting mixed grill. Now we're getting into the barbecue. Oh, but Stut Joe has an aggressive request there, Scott. He has turkey feast. This man wants turkey feast. What do you think, bro? I'll call audible for our producer.
That's the bad one.
I think that's why he wants it.
That's the one I don't like.
I'm guessing that's exactly why he wants it.
It even kind of sparkles. It's got some sort of glass or something's in it.
Sparkle is never good.
It's got some sort of grit in it.
Talk about things that your pets can never tell you.
I guess I gotta do it. I gotta do it for you guys. I gotta do it.
Scott's your greatest show only happens once a week, boy. And now,
Is that good enough?
I think it's good enough. I think we'll all find that acceptable. Looks good enough to me.
Here we go.
Let's go for my
Let's
house.
go.
One more timpani. Here we go.
How's that hype train go?
Yeah.
Come on, ride it, train. Oh, yeah.
Come on. We're on the cat and the dog food hype train. Oh, hit it. Boom. There he goes.
Oh, my God.
You are definitely going to have to film yourself for the people. We're going to need some reaction for the people next week.
I think Scott needs his own show after this.
Look at Andrew.
The Scott Show on Shuli Network starting.
I like what Justice says. Justice says, look at that shiny coat. It's improving your coat there, Scott.
Can't swallow it.
No.
That's what she said.
I was about to say that.
His beard is like shining now.
I can't swallow it.
Heard that before.
It's mind over matter. I'll survive.
I don't mind, and it don't matter. There you go. Let's see.
You should take you should teach a class like at the learning accent for a learning annex for escorts.
Oh.
We got no puke. It's a no puke policy. Scott's the trooper. There's another super chat. there's Andrew standard look. Stormy standard look. I like Bono, but he had his hands over his mouth in horror.
Oh gosh.
Keep it down, Scott. It's paid for. You paid for it.
Yeah, what happens if you throw up? Do we have to refund the super chat?
Oh no, stop it.
Oh, let's take him off the single screen.
Oh no, don't look. I can't look.
You might have ejection. We have return of.
Oh no.
The items are being returned.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
My mouth's watering. I'm not even doing it. All right, here we go.
Is it over?
All right, y'all. That's a look at.
Is it over?
Yes, it's over. Look at Stormy. It gets more horrific as we go. Mixed grill just sounds scary.
Oh, no.
All right, we had a couple more elements for you. This is a perfect time to take we decided, our boy Chris Abels, who's probably already doing his thing at 9:00 on replayables. He does a thing called llama time. Scott said we should need to do a thing called 7th inning stretch about BF, where I might have to pee sometime. So this is a good time. If you have to go to the bathroom, or throw up, or take a 7th inning stretch, go pee. This is a good time to do it. And please, it's a 7th inning stretch, pee and like. So go ahead and hit that like button for us. Please like, share, and subscribe to Shuli Network. Check me out on BF Bobby Fran. Go ahead, bro.
I can't eat this one no more because I puked in it, and I can't eat that cat one no more. I can't do it.
Oh, no
All right.
problem, man.
All right, we got a can't do it, which means we're going to be getting a lot of super chats in now. Okay, in our next sports education segment, I decided to show you this little reel because I've often noticed how perfect that a golfing hole is when I do watch golf. The holes are just so perfect, and I figured there had to be a system or a way, and this is stuff that we rarely get to see. Maybe some of you have seen already, but if not, this is actually how they'll make a hole and how they make such a fine hole for these professional golf courses. If you can go ahead and roll that, please, in our sports education
this is how
segment.
golf holes are made.
Kind of pound it in, digging them forms in real good, and they give it a little twisty. Look at that. And then they got a perfect divot. And then they go replace it in the other hole because they change the distance on the green sometimes. So if you can roll that one more time, please.
Oh, wow.
Let it roll. People now, they know what it is. But well, he's not even done yet. Look, you can see he puts like the guard on. Everything is like very precise, and then he'll paint it. Nice perfect hole. That's what life's all about, right? Perfect hole.
This is how golf holes are made.
So I thought that was cool. It's something I'd never really seen before. I've never really thought about like how did they actually. I've thought about it, but I've never actually seen it. So I thought it was a pretty cool piece of video. I like how they just take it and they just drop that divot right in the other hole.
Yeah, and then just done.
Yeah, ain't that neat? Like perfect. Nice little white lip around the edge right there. Don't get the overspray. So that's pretty cool. See, there's a perfect system for everything. So there you go. And that's what it is for making a golf hole. That's our little sports education segment tonight. How a golf hole is made. Hello. We got two more things, and Andrew will be right off the air real soon. We thank you very much. All right. In our next segment, this one I call our sexy sports head segment. We can go ahead and roll this one. I think what Joe said that about the last one. This is relaxing after the puke segment. Yeah. I had to change I had to change the pace a little bit. I had to calm the room down. Thank you, Joe. Now check this girl out. This girl like poses. This is called sports girls who like to pose. Go ahead and check this out. Look at this. Watch. Wait for it. Wait for it. She turns. Look. This girl knows where every camera is. Look. What do you think here, Andrew?
Yeah, do you follow her on Twitter? Or?
These girls are sexy.
Yeah.
Jump on a hurdle. Jump. Watch this. Look, she's like killing it. Looks like she won from that camera shot. And then watch the end. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is like Texas A&M girls. These are like legit college sports girls, but it's all about the pose. But she knows right where the cameras are.
Yeah. She posed while she was jumping, you know?
Look at that shit. Yeah, look. Hurdles is no joke.
Dang.
Look, she is getting it. And at the end, when you win, what do?
Scott went to puke.
Little cheese. Scott went to pee. Yeah. I don't think that's the only end stuff come out of. You want to do more than pee. You're supposed to film that shit, Scott. If you throw up, you're supposed to film it. Look at that. She dusts the field, gets over the line. Look at this. That's what it's all about. It's not only about kicking ass. It's about being sexy and knowing where the cameras are. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I mean, if she's winning, you know, might as well, yeah.
She
Getting
is
better
a,
Oh,
competitors.
there you go. And that's our sexy sports segment.
she is a man.
All right, y'all. We got like 2 more elements left for you. We're happy that you join us here every week on the Shuli Network. If you haven't already, please click the little subscribe thing down the bottom. You can subscribe for $4.99 tier 1, $9.99 tier 2. You get all the content on the Shuli Network. Come out and hang out with us May 13th in Pottstown, PA at Soul Joel's for the Uncle Rico live stand-up show. Going to have Perry Caravello and all the guys off the networks and everything. It's going to be a hootenanny. We're going to have a great time there.
Yeah, possibly
Let's get
Randy Callahan. Just kidding.
Randy. If Randy shows up, it's going to be hell. If Randy, no 92. If somebody asks him a 92 story and I'm too close, I'm going to make sure I'm not going to make sure I'm not too close when they ask him that 92 story. I think Matt Zizzo says I served it to my cat. No joke at all. Talking about what Scott ate. So Scott and his cat approves of that. Let's see. Gobble gobble gobble. He also says. We also had the relaxing part. Stuck Joe says after that last segment, wood. So
Look at
yeah,
my
we know what that
microphone.
means. Your micro. What did you do? You got cat food. He said, "Oh man, you're not supposed to have cat food shards on your microphone. Oh, that's worse than Stuttering John's microphone, bro. Look at that thing, man. Stormy, you're going to have to take some wet wipes over to that man right there. I tell you, take some wet wipes. Let's see. Matt Zizzo says, "Yeah, I'm eating my dinner through this." I don't know if you're tough, crazy, or both, Matt Zizzo. Hey, Scott, I got some news for you. I don't know if it's good or bad. Brian Clauder says, $5. Great show tonight, guys. Give me that last bite, Scotty.
Thanks, bro.
You don't have to. We'll give a refund if we have to, bro. You don't have to.
No, I'll
Is
do
it
it.
chargeback?
Oh, shit. Look at it. He's a trooper. Look at this shit.
Which one?
Just a bite.
Oh, yeah. What is selection? Yeah, just a little bite. Uh-oh.
Can I do the bacon cheeseburger one?
Whatever floats your boat, bro. You do whatever you want. Justice says, perfect positivity, hilarious show. Thank you, Justice.
Thank you.
Thank you, our friend Justa. We appreciate Shuli and all the guys in the network for giving us the opportunity for doing the sports heads every Friday here. And for Scott doing crazy shit like this. Oh, boy. I thought you liked that one cat food better than but your choice, bro. Dealer's choice.
I puked in it.
Dealer's choice. Stormy, the pride shot.
A little bit.
Oh, Scott Joe said that's a heap and helping. You're right. Yeah, I'd knock a kernel or two off of that thing myself, boy. Knock a heap off of that helping. Go ahead, bro. You do you. Oh, he didn't even hesitate. He's just like right down with it. He's like,
No.
so far so good. It's down.
No.
Damn.
Yep.
there's Andrew's typical look. There you go. Well, y'all, you have to stay in touch with us not only next week, but stay in touch with us on social media because I have a feeling that this stuff's going to show itself again. So we'll catch you with some reports about that. While Scott's trying not to puke here, I want to remind you, you can catch me and Stormy on Coffee and Pods every Monday. Coffee and Pods with BF and Stormy, and we're going to have a special guest this week.
Yeah.
Our guest this week on Coffee and Pods will be Cardiff Electric. Cardiff Electric is going to be on Coffee and Pods with BF and Stormy this Monday at 12
Oh,
noon.
no. Stop.
After Scott
No.
throws up.
I lost a little bit, but I still got most of it.
You do. I give you points, man. You get all the credit. You get all the credit.
I'm gonna fuck.
Brian says, "Story Stormy." Tiff says, "Can we skip this part next time?"
Got it.
Bam! There you go. Brian Clauder says he shows you the food in his mouth like he's pissed off. Like I'm eating it, okay? I got it. That's good shit. That's a trooper. Oh,
if you don't eat your dinner, you have to have it for breakfast.
Yeah.
I got to clean off this computer screen too. Now I've got a lot of splatter.
I imagine there's a lot of doggy and cat food shrapnel. How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your dog food? No. What if this is just acting and he enjoys it? Scott Riggle says. You might have something to that.
Yeah.
Might be something to that. He's just putting it on for you guys. He actually likes this stuff, maybe. All right, well, we got 2 more elements for you, and then we're going to pull this train into the station. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight, and we want to remind you to catch the Reverend Bob Levy tomorrow night on Out of the Coffin. A lot of times he does it on Friday, but I heard that he's going to be doing it tomorrow night. So check out the Shuli Network, Out of the Coffin, with the man himself, the Reverend Bob Levy. If you haven't seen it before, there's nothing like it. The man sits there solo on a mic, and he'll kick it for hours at a time with the super chatters, and it's a great time. What you got, Scott?
I was just going to say, 'cause I don't know if you can catch me and Andrew on No Filter and Weird Stuff Saturday, he can.
There you go. I guess you deserve a plug out of that. There you go. Yes. They do No Filter with Andrew and Friends with Bobby, Nick, and Scott, and they do Weird Stuff.
Everyone.
Yeah, Andrew's a subscriber whore, so go to No Filter with Andrew, and please subscribe. I'm kind of a subscription whore myself, so if you can go to BF Bobby Fran on YouTube, it's free, and if you subscribe to our pages, we appreciate it. We got 2 more elements, and we're going to pull this train into the station. This next one is our extreme sports. Earned that plug the hard way. Yes, he did, Stud Joe. Figured he had to get that. We had to let him get that No Filter plug in there. Check him out tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time about with Bobby, Nick, and Andrew, and you might see him doing stuff like that and a lot of other crazy shit. This is called our Extreme Sports Heads, and this is just a hovercraft racing. I just thought this was really cool looking. Go ahead, roll that.
Sick.
Oh, wow.
I tell you, I'm going to hovercraft racing. I like how it goes from on the water. Look, they can reach up to 80 miles per hour.
Dang.
Look, and then they hit the grass and shit and go from 0 to 60 in just 4 seconds, bro. Look at that shit. 4 seconds. More impressive? What makes it more impressive? They don't have brakes. There you go. Look at that.
Gosh.
So they have to do like speed and counter speed. They have to downshift. Stud Joe says, I saw this on Twitter the other day and immediately looked up how much one of these bad boys costs. Yeah, Stud Joe. Cool shit, man. I'm seeing what everybody's into in America, just in general.
Blitzball Battle 3 presented.
Oh, they rolled into something else. Okay. All right, folks. Well, we have one more element. Brian Clauder says, I could get a full day of fishing done in 3 minutes with that boat. Yeah, if you can get around the water that good. And he also wants to know how much that, Joe, so you might have to get with him. Let him know how much one of those hovercraft boats cost. Well, we hope you all enjoyed yourself here tonight on the Sports Heads. We hope that Scott doesn't throw up anymore, make himself any sicker than he needs to be for doing that. We appreciate him. Appreciate Stormy being here, the chat moderator, West Coast correspondent Boneloads. Hey, Andrew, before we wrap up the show with this last element, you have any last words for the folk people? Fine people.
Thank you, fuck you, and good night.
There you go. Thank you, fuck you, and good night. Andrew, he's the lead sports heads. He's the human sports ticker. He's the reason we're here. Join us every Friday at 7:30 p.m. East here on the Shuli Network. I have one last thing here. This is our clip of the week, last clip of the show, and this is MMA basketball, people. Check this shit out. MMA and basketball. Look at this shit. They're doing they're shooting threes and doing Germans. Yeah, I don't know if that's just like canned music or whatever stuff, Joe. It's probably safe just to mute it. Look at that. Look, German suplexes. Look. Now, me and the boys, we used to play basketball on the court. We would give each other a good elbow or a good shove and everything. But this is like just straight up MMA, punching, boxing, kicking. It says the brutal game has generated a lot of comments of you. What do you think about that, Bone Loads? Look at that shit.
It is. I was just gonna say, I need someone to make a shot here. There, yeah, he just made it.
Dude just broke away with the shot. Oh, look at that shit. He got straight tackled. As soon as he caught the pass, he got straight tackled.
Oh, man.
The newest and most ridiculous sport to make waves is a mix of MMA and basketball. Look at that.
Right there, he's got to hit that. He's got to hit that.
You damn right you got to hit it.
Yeah.
Hit or be hit, I guess.
Exactly.
Hit or be hit.
What do they
Who
call
knows
it?
Michael Jordan would come out on top in this version of the game. Yeah, look at that.
I think, yeah, that's like the 80s bad boys, essentially.
What do you think, Andrew? What do you think about this shit?
What do they call this? This is awesome.
Just called MMA basketball as far as I can tell, bro.
That was a travel, so I guess you don't have to dribble.
A travel?
Yeah,
I think if you're getting your nuts kicked or you're getting punched, I think travel is the least of your worries. Or if you're getting tackled like that, look at that shit. We'll watch it through. Look at that. Oh, that's great. That's the best tackle. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
That gets you a couple free throws.
So you got to mix MMA with everything. So we got MMA basketball right here.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, I
pretty
like
cool.
It. Yeah, we should watch
Another podcast is expecting me.
Well, you're on the Moneymaker on the Shuley Network, Andrew, so they're just going to have to wait because you're the celebrity and you're the superstar. But that does bring an end to our show, so we appreciate everybody being here all week long. I'll say one more time. Scott, you okay, bro? How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right. I hope I don't get worms. I hope I don't get worms or parasites or...
I hope you get rabies or some kind of pet disease or something.
That'll help.
But we appreciate Scott being here every week. We appreciate it. What's that? What's that, Stormy?
Digging for gold.
Oh, boy. Andrew, you can't wait till the show's over, bro. We're almost off the air, bro. We appreciate Scott for being here every week and being a trooper. We appreciate Stormy for being here, being our chat moderator and our graphics goddess, and for our West Coast correspondent, and for the man himself, Andrew. I'm going to start my music, and I'm going to say peace and love, and we'll see you next week. And if we don't see you next week, we'll see you next time we see you, or the next time that Scott eats some dog or cat food. Peace and love from everybody here at the Sportsheads on the Shuley Network. We are out. Peace and love.
Let the games begin.